Welcome to a festive new episode of Top 3 Hits. Today, we're celebrating the smooth, velvety voice of Nat King Cole, one of the most iconic crooners of all time. While Nat King Cole's catalog is vast, his Christmas songs have become timeless staples of the holiday season, beloved around the world for their warmth and charm. Let's unwrap the top 3 Christmas hits that have made his legacy sparkle bright every December.
The Christmas song, Chestnuts Roasting on an Open Fire. Single, The King Cole Trio with String Choir. Genre, Christmas songs, jazz, pop. Songwriters, Robert Wells, Mel Torme. Release, November 1946. Recorded, August 19, 1946. Version, second version. The first single that accompanies us in this episode of Top 3 Hits is performed by American singer Nat King Cole, who among his collection of Christmas classics presented one of his most beloved songs, the Christmas song, Chestnuts Roasting on an Open Fire. The song was initially recorded in June 1946 in New York City alongside the Nat King Cole Trio. Its first version, featuring vocals and piano by Nat King Cole, guitar by Oscar Moore, and bass by Johnny Miller. However, this recording would not be released until 1989, when it appeared in a multi-artist compilation titled Billboard Greatest Christmas Hits, 1935 to 1954, by Rhino Records. In its second version, which we highlight mainly in this episode, the song was also recorded in the so-called capital of the world on August 19, 1946. It featured the Nat King Cole Trio, Nat King Cole on piano and vocals, Oscar Moore on guitar, Johnny Miller on bass, Jack, the Bear, Parker on drums, with Charlie Green handling the arrangements and conducting the string quartet and harp. This version was released under the Capitol label in November 1946. It was later included in Cole's compilations such as Capitol Collector's Series and Christmas for Kids, from 1 to 92, as well as in the album The Holiday Album, featuring Christmas songs performed by Nat King Cole and Bing Crosby. A third version would be recorded in the last week of August 1953. It would become the first magnetic tape version of the song, credited to the Nat King Cole Trio with string choir, Nat King Cole on vocals, Buddy Cole on piano, John Collins on guitar, Charlie Harris on bass, Lee Young on drums, and Stockton on harp, with Charlie Green, Pete Rugolo, and Nelson Riddle as arrangers, and Riddle as conductor. This version was released on October 18, 1954, under Capitol Records as Nat King Cole with orchestra conducted by Nelson Riddle. It can be found on Cole's compilation Cole, Christmas and Kids, as well as in multi-artist collections such as Ultimate Christmas and Casey Kasem Presents All-Time Christmas Favorites. It was also included, along with the 1946 recordings, in the Mosaic Records box set The Complete Capitol Recordings of the Nat King Cole Trio. A fourth version was recorded in New York City in the last week of March 1961. This version was the first recorded in stereo, became heavily broadcast on radio stations during the Christmas season, and is now considered the most popular and recognizable rendition. It was performed by Nat King Cole, vocals, Hank Jones, piano, John Collins, guitar, Charlie Harris, bass, Lee Young, drums, with orchestral arrangements by Charlie Green, Pete Rugolo, and Ralph Carmichael, and conducted by Carmichael. Its instrumental arrangements were almost identical to the 1953 version, though Cole's vocals were deeper and more precise. Originally produced for the Nat King Cole Story, a 1961 LP of Cole's early hits re-recorded in stereo, it was later included in the reissue of the 1960 album The Magic of Christmas, replacing God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen on the track list. This version has been part of popular Christmas compilations such as WCBSFM Ultimate Christmas Album Volume 3. Interestingly, an alternate take from the 1961 session, with different vocals and a shortened piano solo bridge, appears on the 2014 deluxe compilation The Extraordinary Nat King Cole. Covers and other versions. It is said that one of the earliest covers of the 1940s original was made by Dick Haymes for Decca Records, although Cole's version reached the public first. The first official cover, however, was recorded by tenor and bandleader Eddie Howard under the Majestic label. A devoted admirer of Cole's work, Howard also recorded covers of other Cole songs such as I Want to Thank You Folks and I Love You, for sentimental reasons. Chart performance. According to the January 7, 2023 issue of the US Billboard Hot 100, the Christmas song entered the top 10 for the first time, earning Nat King Cole a record for the longest span between top 10 appearances, 59 years, 6 months, and 1 week, since June 29, 1963, with those lazy hazy crazy days of summer. It also achieved the longest journey to reach the top 10, 62 years and 26 days, surpassing Run Rudolph Run by just 8 days. Notably, in 2018, the Christmas song had reached number 11 during the holiday season. Chart positions. Between 1960 and 1962. US Billboard Hot 100, number 65. Between 1991 and 2025. Australia, ARIA, number 25. Austria, 03 Austria Top 40, number 31. Belgium, Ultra Top 50 Wallonia, number 46. Canada, Canadian Hot 100, number 13. Denmark, Trackless and number 27. Finland, number 40. France, SNEP, number 44. Germany, number 30. Greece, number 18. Hungary, Single Top 40, number 32. Iceland, number 31. Ireland, Irma, number 23. Italy, Femi, number 40. Latvia, number 12. Lithuania, Agata, number 18. Luxembourg, Billboard, number 16. Netherlands, Single Top 100, number 41. New Zealand, Recorded Music NZ, number 19. Norway, number 32. Poland, Streaming Top 100, number 44. Portugal, AFP, number 38. Slovakia, Singles Digital Top 100, number 75. Sweden, number 15. Switzerland, number 27. UK Singles, OCC, number 32. Billboard Global 200, number 15. Billboard Hot 100, number 9. Rolling Stone US Top 100, number 33. Certifications. Denmark, IFPI Denmark Platinum. Italy, Femi Gold. New Zealand, RMNZ Gold. Portugal, AFP Gold. United Kingdom, BPI Platinum. The version considered by many as the definitive recording is the one from 1961, which in 2022 was selected by the Library of Congress for preservation in the National Recording Registry for being culturally, historically, or aesthetically significant. Meanwhile, the original 1946 version was inducted into the Grammy Hall of Fame in 1974. Silent Night. Album, The Magic of Christmas. Genre, Christmas music. Composer, Franz Xaver Gruber. Lyrics, Joseph Moore. Producer, Lee Gillette. Release, 1960. Recorded, July 5 to 7, 1960. Silent Night is the next entry in this special Christmas edition of Top 3 Hits by singer Nat King Cole. The song is a highly popular Christmas carol composed in 1818 by Franz Xaver Gruber, with lyrics by Joseph Moore. Due to its deep cultural significance, not only in Austria but around the world, UNESCO declared it an intangible cultural heritage. The song was first recorded in 1905 and soon became a holiday favorite, featured in numerous films and countless recordings. It remains one of the most recorded Christmas songs in history, with over 137,000 versions to date. It is said that the carol was first performed on Christmas Eve in 1818 at Nikolauskirch in Oberndorf, a small village in the former Austrian Empire. The story goes that Joseph Moore, a young Catholic priest, had passed through Oberndorf the year before, following the Napoleonic Wars, and had written the poem, Still Nacht, in 1816 in Mariapfarr, his father's hometown in the Salzburg-Lungau region, where he had served as an assistant priest. The melody was then composed by Franz Xaver Gruber, a schoolteacher and organist from the nearby village of Arnsdorf, now part of Lamprechtshausen. For that Christmas Eve in 1818, Moore taught the lyrics to Gruber and asked him to create a melody with guitar accompaniment for the evening service. The composition was not performed on organ because the church had suffered severe flood damage, leading the service to be held in the now famous Silent Night Chapel. It remains uncertain whether this setting influenced Moore's lyrics. According to Gruber, organ builder Karl Moracker fell in love with the song and took a copy back to his home in Zillertal. From there, two traveling folk singing families, the Strassers and the Rainers, began performing the song publicly. The Rainers performed it during Christmas 1819 before audiences that included Emperor Franz I of Austria and Tsar Alexander I of Russia. By 1839, they brought the carol to the United States, performing it for the first time in New York City. By the 1840s, the song was well known in the Lower Saxony region, and was even rumored to be a favorite of Frederick William IV of Prussia. During this time, small lyrical and melodic adaptations led to the version we know today. For many years, the authorship of the lyrics was uncertain because the original manuscript had been lost, leading to speculation that a more famous composer might have written it. However, in 1995, a manuscript handwritten by Moore and dated 1820 was discovered, confirming his authorship of the lyrics, written in 1816, and Gruber's role as composer. By 1859, an Episcopal priest serving at Trinity Church in New York had written and published an English translation, which became the most widely known version in the modern era. Today, both the melody and lyrics of this version are in the public domain. Over time, numerous composers and musicians have arranged or adapted Silent Night, including Karl Reinecke, Gustav Schreck, Eusebius Mandek-Zuski, David Wilcox, and Taylor Scott Davis. The carol has appeared in several films, including The Legend of Silent Night, 1968, Silent Night, Holy Night, 1976, Silent Night, 2012, and The First Silent Night, 2014, among others. Chart appearances by various artists. 1969 to 1979, Percy Sledge version reached number 10. 1972 to 1973, Tom Thompson version peaked at number 21 on Belgium's Ultratop Flanders and number 10 on Wallonia. 1975 to 1976, the Cats version reached number 10 in Germany. 1991 to 1992, Sinead O'Connor version reached number 71 in Germany. 1993, Enya version reached number 48 in Austria, sung in Irish. 2007 to 2008, Josh Groban version reached number 5 in Norway and number 19 on the Billboard Adult Contemporary chart. 2009, Mariah Carey version reached number 67 on the Billboard Digital Songs Sales chart. 2013 to 2014, Elvis Presley version reached number 120 in France. 2013 to 2014, Nat King Cole version reached number 125 in France. 2017, The Temptations version reached number 11 on the Swedish Heatseeker chart. Nat King Cole's rendition, recorded in July 1960 and released the same year on The Magic of Christmas, remains one of the most emotionally stirring interpretations of the classic, a timeless performance that continues to fill homes with warmth and peace during the holiday season. O Holy Night. Album, The Magic of Christmas. Genre, Christmas music. Songwriter, Adolphe Adam, French version, / John Sullivan Dwight, English version, 1855. Producer, Lee Gillette. Release, 1960. Recorded, July 5 to 7, 1960. Part of Nat King Cole's holiday album The Magic of Christmas. Arranged and conducted by Ralph Carmichael and released in 1960, the timeless holiday classic, O Holy Night, stands as the third single we feature in this special Christmas edition dedicated to the legendary singer. As an interesting fact, this would become the only Christmas compilation album by the artist, even though he had previously released several holiday singles before this project's debut. Among them was the very first entry in this Top 3 Songs Christmas episode, originally recorded in 1946 and revisited a year after the compilation's release in 1961, The Christmas Song. The compilation would go on to become the best-selling Christmas album of the 1960s. The 1963 edition, renamed The Christmas Song, reached number 1 on Billboard's Christmas Albums chart, where it remained for 2 weeks. The choral arrangements on the album were performed by the Ralph Carmichael Chorus. Looking further back at the song's origins, O Holy Night began as a French carol titled Cantique de Noël, composed by Adolphe Adam. It was inspired by the poem Minuit, Chrétiens, Midnight Christians, believed to have been written in 1843 by poet Placide Cappeau. Later, an English adaptation by John Sullivan Dwight in 1855 became the most famous and is the version featured in this episode. Throughout history, the song has faced some religious controversies that led to its temporary banning from church performances during the 19th century. Nevertheless, it rose above these disputes to become one of the most beloved and powerful Christmas hymns in history. Among the fascinating stories surrounding it is a well-known wartime anecdote. During the Franco-Prussian War, on Christmas Eve, soldiers in the trenches began to sing O Holy Night, leading to a temporary ceasefire that night. In more modern times, the song has been covered by numerous artists, including Michael Crawford, Mariah Carey, Andrea Bocelli, Kelly Clarkson, Josh Groban, and Jennifer Hudson, continuing its legacy as one of the most moving and enduring carols of all time.
There you have it, Nat King Cole's top 3 Christmas hits that have become eternal fixtures in holiday music. From the warmth of the Christmas song to the reverent beauty of Silent Night and O Holy Night, his voice continues to light up Christmas celebrations year after year. Stay tuned for more top 3 hits, where we bring you the best songs from music's brightest stars. And for you, what are the top 3 Nat King Cole songs? Leave your comments and join in the interaction with our community. This was a program for Music and Life by Karlos M. Created by Rune KM Productions. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment telling us your favorite song from this artist. You can also donate on my PayPal, musicandlife.km@gmail.com. Your donation is like a friendly invitation for a cup of coffee, a small gesture that shows your appreciation for the work I do. Every contribution, no matter how big or small, makes a difference and helps me continue creating content that I hope you enjoy. Thank you for your support and for being a part of this community. Until next time. A program for Music and Life KM. Created by Karlos M. Produced by Rune KM Productions. 2025 copyright.